What's up, guys? Now this is the Zarr. This is our new weapon from the War Within, Flak Cannon. Now, as far as with this weapon, it has two features. As you see, I'm using the cannon feature right now. You can switch between the cannon and the barrage. Now, is this weapon worth it? A lot of people will ask that question for any weapon that comes in the game. New, is it worth it? Yeah. And I can honestly say that ever since I picked this up, start using it, this weapon is a lot of fun. But here's the thing with this weapon though. You gotta be careful. When you're in close quarters, switch to your barrage. If you're at long range, use the cannon feature. Because if you don't, you will get wrecked. You will die. Because this cannon is strong. And with the right build, it can one-shot you up close if you're not careful. So you really need to watch out. You need to pay attention to your surroundings. And as far as with the enemies, let them have it. Launch the cannon in their face and just go crazy with it. Now, as far as my setup on this weapon, I actually have a rivet mod equipped on it. It gives me toxin, flight speed, but at the same time that flight speed is reduced, it gives me extra fire rate. That technically really doesn't matter as far as with the flight speed, because I can put on terminal velocity on and it will give me an extra 20%. So it really doesn't matter. But as far as with the weapon overall, it's one of the more funner weapons to use in the game, because not only you could go cannon with it, but up close you could switch to the barrage and just launch it right in their face. Because it feels like a shotgun when you use the barrage feature. And as far as with this weapon, how I equip it, how I build it, it does the job. And if I want to go long range, I'll just switch to the cannon. If it's up close, switch to the barrage. It's really that simple. It is not a complicated weapon to use or build. I have 3 Forma into it, but you'll see my setup once I get to it. But as far as with this weapon overall, it's not decent. It's great. And it does its job really nice. The first cannon that you fire, it explodes and it does like a cluster type of a radius. The second cannon that you fire from it, the second flak as they call it, it spreads. And the third one, it does a cluster. So you got 2 clusters and one that spreads around in its radius. So that's really nice as far as with this weapon. The thing about it is, like I said, you gotta be careful, because you can kill yourself. You gotta treat it like an ogress. So as far as with this weapon and the build, that's technically all I have for you guys as of right now. In the next video, I'm gonna cover another pair of weapons. One weapon in particular, which is a secondary. Some of y'all already know what I'm talking about. But as for the Zarr, that's technically all I have for you guys. So I'm gonna check you later, man. Peace out.